Ricardo Silva, the silver stacker extraordinaire resembling Indiana Jones, carefully climbs the mansion stairs. He moves with utmost care to remain as silent as possible. As he reaches the second story, he is intercepted by a man in a suit.
Excuse me, sir, guests aren't supposed to be here.
Ricardo, caught off guard, tries to play it cool. Ricardo Silva. Oh, I must have gotten lost. Where were the restrooms again? The man in the suit is not amused.
Mr. Masselroy figured you would try something like this, Mr. Silva. He also gave us very specific orders if we saw you anywhere in the mansion besides the common areas. Come with me.
The man places his hand on Ricardo's shoulder and leads him down the hall to an interrogation room. Downstairs in the dining room, Eustace, a well-built man from Sierra Leone with a thick African accent and dark smooth skin, moves away from the dining area. He is dressed as a waiter. As he walks up the stairs, he begins to remove bits of his waiter's uniform. By the time he reaches the second floor, he looks exactly like one of the security staff. Eustace continues up to the 6th floor penthouse room. He produces a key from his pocket and inserts it into the lock, holding his breath as he turns the key.
I sure hope my contact at the escort service got this right the other night.
Eustace lets out a sigh of relief as the door opens. In the dining room, Siska, a young and beautiful Indonesian woman in her early 20s, looks intently at Mr. Masselroy, the owner of the mansion and the man who threw this lavish party. She is wearing a magnificent blue ballroom gown. Siska glances down at her plate where 3 delightful oysters on the half-shell are beautifully garnished with lemon wedges, garlic butter, horseradish, and cocktail sauce. She can't help but admit that Mr. Masselroy sure knows how to put on a soiree. The chamber musicians play magnificently, adding to the ambience. Siska reminds herself of her mission. She returns her gaze to Mr. Masselroy, doing her best to be as sultry and seductive as possible, keeping his attention firmly on her so that Eustace and Ricardo can carry out their plans.
You surely understand. Mr. Silva, we hate to delay you from the party, but we will of course have to search your person.
Charlie the cheesehead smiles as he pulls out a box of nitrile examination gloves.
Look, no reason to get cute. Pat me down if you must. But if we don't hurry up and get this over with, I may leave a bit more than any of us want all over the floor. If you must delay me, may I at least use the facilities, which is all I was looking for in the first place, and the serious urge to urinate. The company of an amazing woman. I have nothing on me except an appetite for that delicious food. No need for that, old boy.
Charlie the cheesehead motions at the other security staff in the room and they pat him down.
He's all clean, boss. Nothing on him but a wallet, some keys, and a box of breath mints.
Charlie the cheesehead looks menacingly at Mr. Silva.
Mr. Masselroy does not like surprises. I would suggest that the next time you come to a party, try to at least be a gracious guest.
Charlie then looks at the underlings and says,
Make sure Mr. Silva gets downstairs safely.
Cut to Eustace, hurriedly going down the stairs, adjusting his garb, replacing his waiter disguise. He arrives back at the table, still adjusting his tie. Siska accidentally drops her fork as he approaches, realizing that Mr. Masselroy is fully engrossed in looking her way.
Excuse me.
She daintily gets out of her chair and curtsies down to pick the fork up. Just then, Ricardo walks by Eustace, recently freed from his security escort, which was headed back to their positions. Ricardo stealthily uses Siska's distraction as an opportunity to reach into Eustace's pocket. Inside it, he finds exactly what he expected. Ricardo moves towards Siska and sits back down. Siska smiles and looks deeply into Ricardo's eyes, breaking all contact with Mr. Masselroy. After the food is served, Mr. Masselroy addresses everyone.
I'm so glad all of you could make it to this gathering. I'm very excited to inform all of you that I have an amazing bit of news. We may have found the tentative location of the single largest stash of ancient Chinese treasure ever discovered. However, we need experts like yourselves to retrieve it. I gathered each and every one of you fine folks here tonight because of your unique talents. That's enough business for tonight, though. Anyone interested may meet me here tomorrow for the particulars of what I have in mind. Everyone gets a share, of course. Now, if anyone wants to join me, I think a tour of the house is in order. I can't wait to show you my bowling alley.
As Masselroy motions the gathering toward the first floor areas of the house, Eustace sighs with relief. Ricardo moves to follow the crowd with Siska on his arms. Ricardo whispers to Siska,
We've got it.
Siska smiles and buries her head into his shoulder.